Okay, here's my first ghost community, ghost town film in my series. We are at the historic location of one of the earliest, perhaps one of the earliest, in the Huronia region of Ontario. It's called Fort Willow, and we are at the conservation location here near Menacing, Ontario. Back then, were this many trees this high? Probably. But, you know, there would have been a trail in the forest to get here to service the British, the French, and the native population. So we're following in the footsteps. This is long used as a trading route by the First Nations people, then serving as a critical supply depot during the War of 1812. Willow Depot and the connecting 9-mile portage played a significant role in the development of our region and our nation. So this is the start of it, and let's continue over to here, right here. There's some information on the Hayes homestead. Near this site stood a settler's cabin officially called the Hayes Homestead, after one of the families that called it home. Historical research shows that the cabin was likely built in the late 1800s, long after Fort Willow was abandoned by the British military, and that it was used into the early 1900s. Researchers found many artifacts in what was the cabin's root cellar. When excavated, the cellar was filled with charred wood, structural timber, remnants from when the cabin was abandoned and it collapsed into itself. So here's some remnants. Victorian era coins, fragments of ceramic dolls, a near complete ironstone saucer, and a candle snuffer, a thimble, a key horn escutcheon, and a slate pencil, all from the late 1800s. Here we are on the trail in to Fort Willow. I don't know how far in it is, but we're going to find it soon enough. Oh, there it is. Come around the bend, you can see the actual rebuilding of the replica of the fort. Step into history. Long used as a trading route by the indigenous people, and then serving as a critical supply depot during the War of 1812, Willow Depot and the connecting 9-mile portage played a significant role in the development of the region of today. Today, Fort Willow is recognized as both a national and provincial historically significant site. Here's the general map of how it looked, and they have discovered and excavated much of the foundations from all those years ago. Bateau, which of course is boat in French. Throughout the War of 1812, British forces relied on wooden bateaux to transport troops, supplies, and provisions along in-way waterways Lake Willow Creek and the Nottawasaga River. And we are located actually right near the Menacing Swamp, which is one of the biggest swamps in Canada. You can pause and read this. And this is the actual site. This has been excavated with the help of local authorities over the years. There's the blacksmith. There's the cookhouse barracks. Barrack storehouse. These are the original lines. Not the original wood, I'm sure, but the original lines of the fort on the north side of the compound of the fort. And as you can see, it was obviously strategically placed because it overlooks the valley here below. So if any incoming intruders were coming, they would be able to spot them miles in advance. the officer's cookhouse. Most of the soldiers' meat was from domesticated animals, including local hunting and fishing supplies. Trail down into the valley. There appears to be a little creek running beside here. And right behind us is the officer's quarter house, where he did the commanding and lived. And we'll go over here for one last location, which appears to have been a garden. Right here would have been a flag of some sort, maybe for the Hudson's Bay Company, I don't know, but a Hudson's Bay flag? Some kind of flag, probably the British flag, of course. Indigenous and Settlers Gardens. Plant heritage, the Three Sisters. Sunflowers. Daisies. Maybe some beans. Oh, there's goldenrod in there. And one more location over here, which was the stable and the yard. They were able to determine that this was the stable and yard by looking at the stains in the soil. Likely built in 1814.